Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Bill. I am that expat prepper living in the Philippines. I have for you guys today another product review on something I've been testing for about a week here. It is another portable power station. This particular one's a 500 watt, as noted here. And it's by jackdshop, okay? So now this particular one is not brand new or it's not anything groundbreaking. However, it was on sale and it was at a very great price. Now it's been around for a couple of years in some slight modified configurations, but this one here I got because again it was more than 50% off on sale. And I like these little power supplies. I like having a mix of them because it gives me some power security for sure. Let me see if I can put this camera down somewhere so you guys can get a good look at what I got. All right, so without too much introductions, the size isn't very big, right? For a 500 watt UPS enabled power supply, I'm pretty happy about it. This is the model number Es500C. It is 80,000 milliamp hours of stored capacity. Now this particular one is AC 85 volts all the way to 265 volts input. So it works on 110 and 220, 240. And it's self-sensing at 50 or 60 hertz. So that's good. So this works pretty much anywhere as far as charging you want to be. Now it takes the 12 volt car charger. It has the solar charge up to 18 volts and 100 watt max. So you know, you can't hook this to a big array, but you could certainly use all these panels I have here to charge this guy. Now, I will tell you honestly, I did this intro video before and I deleted it off the GoPro, so I'm doing it again. But I had discharged this particular unit when it was fully charged. I discharged it all the way down to 2%, running a 60 watt fan. And let me tell you something interesting about the discharge here. Now, it ran for about 3 hours and then it got down to like 30%. And that last 30% was gone in 15 minutes. I mean, I guess this thing, when it gets to a very low power setting, it will just drop right off, right? So I've charged it back up since. I was going to try to use the solar panel to charge this so I can do a test for you guys. But the reality is, it's been raining here for a month, and there are no good days to run any solar test. However, you know, it ran the fan. I was surprised it only ran it for about 3 hours. Now, it was a heavy-duty fan, so I'll be honest with you guys there. Let's see if I can show you what these ports are running at. This is with the low load here, just my little LED light with my little counter. So it has 4 USB-A ports, right? 2 1 amps and 2 amps. So let's see if I can, this guy's not even going to trigger the amps because the light's such a draw load, but it is 5.24 volts here. And if they're all working, they're all 5 volts, this one, 510. Yeah, this one, 5.3. So I guess it just determines when you plug it in here. 5.3. All right, so it does have 4 USB outputs here, right? And you have to turn the DC on for these outputs to be live, just like anything else. Now, it does offer 4 12 volt DC 3 amp outs. Now, I'm not sure where this comes into play. I don't use a lot of DC out, but a lot of people might, right? So if you're on a 12 volt system or you have a lot of 12 volt accessories, I can see where that would be a big deal for you. Now, this acts as a UPS. So, that being said, you can keep it plugged in all the time and you can run things that are important for you to keep them up and running during power shortages or blips. It will tell you if it's on an AC charge. I've seen that before. I haven't seen the solar light charge just because I have not had a sunny day. And like all new devices, it has a little light on the front. It's kind of fancy. Let me turn it around here for you. Now on the back side, we have the AC inputs or outputs. So we have two 220 plugs that are multi They're already built in. They'll pretty much take any style plugs, which is great. You have a computer style AC input, which is good, so it means any cord can work. It does have a fuse, so if you short something, it'll pop the fuse and it won't destroy this unit. Your solar in is your standard solar cable here. Now, this came with one kind of short solar cable. It came with the DC to DC cable, and it came with the cigarette adapter charging cable that uses the solar port to charge. There's no actual cigarette style output or input on this device. You have to use the DC through the solar input, which is fine. So talking about this and why I picked this up, because you guys know I have several different kinds of these now, with the Blue Eddy, with this guy, with the Jackery knockoff, with the smaller power supply I just did a review on last week. Yeah, I don't have any of the big boys, right? So I just don't have the money to spend on the big, you know, AC200s and stuff like that. But having multiple of these smaller devices is actually pretty clever too, because you're eliminating the single point of failure and you're providing the ability to share things more easily. So if I was using 4 of these type of devices, which I have now, during a brownout period, I can individually charge 4 of them during the day at the same time, right? So not being stuck to trying to charge one great big battery bank, I'm charging 4 to 5 of these smaller ones with all the solar panels that I have, all the portable ones. If you haven't seen that, check out some of my videos. I have a lot of reviews I did on various portable panels from 20 watt all the way up to 100 watt. So using the various supplies. Now, one thing I'm noticing is everything has a different input. It's either 12 volt DC, 100 watt max, or 6 volt DC, 50 watt max, etc. I might have to start labeling all these devices and labeling my solar panels so I can keep track of, you know, what's what. So I'm not plugging the wrong solar input into the wrong battery. Guys, if I haven't posted the price already, I'll post it again here. But this was a great little box. Again, it's been around for a while. It's not particularly new tech. However, it was a great price, and it's a great addition to having in your power outage preps. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and hit that like button too as well. And if you have this particular device, because like I said, it's been out for a couple of years now, it's just on sale. If you have one of these, comment below how it held up over time. Let me know that you know, you're still using it and it's still functioning. I like the fact that it's UPS and it will let you discharge while charging. That's a neat feature that some of these boxes don't have. The Blue Eddy does, but the Jackery knockoff does not. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this device. Let me know what you think about the price point for this device too. And until next time, everyone, please be safe. Thank you.